How's it going, everybody? This is Nathan at Kitten Equipment. We are Northern Kentucky and Greater Cincinnati's Cub Cadet Elite dealer, and today we're going to be going over the Ultima ZT Residential Zero Turn. So the Cub Cadet Ultima series. If you look, you're going to see there's a lot of different models just in the residential size, but you can break them down into some pretty simple tiers. So out of all Cubs mowers, you have Ultima ZTs, you have ZTXs, and then you have the full-size commercial units. Today we're talking about the residential ZTs. They're split up into ZT1s, 2s, and 3s. Alright, so first things first, the Ultima ZT1. It's the entry level, but it actually has the widest variety out of the bunch. So it's available in deck sizes in 42, 46, 50, 54, and 60. You're going to have a few one-off models that are kind of special editions that have some extra features. We'll go over those. But let's start from the front and go to the back and talk about all the standard features on a ZT1. So first things first, what makes the Ultima is the frame. It was redesigned in 2019 with a 2x2 tubular steel chassis. It's different than a standard zero turn that you would usually see with a flat steel frame and plastic fenders that cover the back. With this style, you don't need those. So it makes things more accessible. It also makes them a little bit lighter and stronger. So every Ultima series is going to have this tubular chassis. Every Ultima series is going to come with a standard set of LED headlights that come on with the key. Also, every Ultima's operator station is really well laid out. So first off, with the zero turn sticks, these are what are in your hands all the time, and the Ultima has some of the best, most comfortable and ergonomic sticks on the market. They're fully adjustable up and down and in and out, and they have nice dampers behind them. You've also got a nice big open area for your feet, as well as a foot operated deck lift. So everything's easy to get to, it's up out of the floor, and it's well put together for a small operator station that we're dealing with. The control scheme is also really simple. All to the right of the seat, you have your throttle, choke, regular key switch, and regular push button PTO. Some units have an hour meter, and they all have a cup holder. So super easy to get to, nothing's in a weird spot. On the mower decks of the Ultima series, you have a wide range. Only one of the mower decks in the entire lineup is stamped. Everything else is fabricated. The little 42, the entry-level ZT1, has a stamped deck. This one we're looking at is actually a special edition ZT1 with a 42-inch fabricated deck. So besides that stamped one, everything's fabricated. You have anti-scalp wheels on the front and back. You have a quick attach system that makes it very easy to take the deck on and off. And they all have a nice open air underneath without baffling, so they have a good cut quality. You can add mulch kits, stripe kits, and a lot of different accessories to the deck as well. So as far as engines, the Ultima ZT1 is going to have a number of options depending on the deck size. You're either going to have a Kohler 7000 series or a Kawasaki FR series. The reason for the change depends on the deck size and the optimum blade tip speed. Cub spends a lot of time making sure the output of the engine matches the mower deck. So you'll have to look at the individual model to see what engine it has. On the transmissions, they all share a Hydro Gear EZT 2200. It's a sealed unit, non-serviceable, but it works great, very simple. Serviceability is also really easy on these, partially because they take away those fenders, but they also add some things to make it simple. So you have engine oil access right on the side, fill and the filter. You have a drain hose already built in underneath. So instead of taking that little tube out of the manual and sticking it on the side before you drain the oil, you just have to remove a nut. You also have really easy access to the battery, all the solenoids and electronics, and the fuel tank. It's all right under the seat. Alright, so the Ultima ZT2 is basically identical to the ZT1 in features and size, but they're going to limit it to 3 deck options, 50, 54, or 60. It's also going to have a standard set of armrests as well as an upgraded transmission. In my opinion, the transmission is the biggest change. It's a tough torque TZ350 that is totally serviceable, so should get you a little bit longer lifespan, a little bit more speed and torque. So besides that, they're the same in every other way. All the features work identical. The last model in the Ultima lineup is the ZT3. It's kind of designed as a special one-off series, only available in a 60-inch deck, to fit the role of the largest, most featured in the smaller frame Ultima size. So it's got a bunch of extra features, starting with this bigger seat I'm sitting in. The ZT3 seat is 4 inches higher than the other models. It has the same padding below and on the back. It's very comfortable. It's also got a standard set of armrests. The ZT3 also gets a transmission and engine upgrade. It has Tough Torque TZ450s that are also serviceable, as well as a Kawasaki FS Series 24 horsepower. So a little higher quality in the engine size and a little bit bigger transmission, so it's going to get you more ground speed. But probably the coolest feature on the ZT3 is the addition of these front dampers built into the front yokes of the zero turn. This is also available on the ZT154P, kind of as a one-off down there, but it's super unique and it's designed to take out some of the shock that zero turns traditionally have. If you look at all the zero turns in the residential lineup, you're going to see some that try to solve this by having a pivoting front axle. The issue with that is it might create scalping. Some of them try to solve it by having a full suspension built into the frame, which is just more expensive. Some of them have just a suspension seat. But having this suspension built up here is going to take away that impact that those front tires have running over bumps without having to screw with anything else on the machine. So it's adjustable, they're super reliable, and you can also add these on as an option on some other ZT models. Alright, so the last thing on these Ultimas that's pretty neat, they come with a built-in tool that's the right size to access most important adjustments or places you want to get to for maintenance on the machine. So the first thing it can do is access the deck under the foot pan. Some residential zero turns do not let you open this. This is just easier to get to the top of the deck if you were doing anything with a spindle or doing cleaning, adjusting a spring, anything like that. The other thing it can do is adjust the stick tracking. So you're going to notice on a lot of regular stick zero turns that these sticks aren't always perfect from the factory. This is going to let you dial them in a little bit better right from the top of the operator station. Sometimes you can't do that at all. Sometimes you have to get under the zero turn to do it, but you can do it right from the top. So one of the best features on all Ultimas is the warranty. Every one of these are covered by a 3-year bumper-to-bumper warranty with no hour limits. It covers all parts and labor, and it's also serviced really well by the fact that these are made really close to us. So I always tell people that the warranty is only as good as how fast it can be done and the support that the company gives behind it. And these Cubs are made less than 100 miles from us in Ohio. So we have great and fast warranty service. We get parts shipped in a day. We have really great success with warranty on these around here. So that's our overview of the Cub Ultima Residential Series. If you have any more questions or want any more information, you can contact us by giving us a call or visit our website at kentonequipment.com. We have a ton of these in stock, we always do, so you can view our in-stock inventory and see real pricing right from our website. Thanks.